Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. Now I just want to quickly say, of course, I did upload a video, I don't know if it was only up for like 4 minutes, but if anyone saw it when I was talking about this topic, I just removed that video. There's no point keeping it up, it's just a bit embarrassing. Anyway, so we got this new update, which is called the Destination Springfield. Now I just honestly, straight off the bat, I want to say this is the best update. And I'm serious about this. I think this is honestly, from what I can tell so far, the best update we have had in a long time. I think it trumps all the other updates from last year, and obviously all the updates so far. I'm pretty bold with that, and I'm gonna, I'm putting my foot down. I'm saying this is the best update we have got, and maybe some of you disagree. I think it's better than the casino event. I think it's better than the superhero Wild West event, the superhero event. I think it's better than all the events that we got last year. Last year wasn't so amazing anyway, but anyway, it was all right, but So what have we got here? So here's the splash screen. First of all, I think the splash screen is beautiful. I've got to say, the splash screen alone made me pretty hyped. So I was thinking, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I thought, what I always like to check is land. Now, I always like to see if we've got land. So I was delighted to see, when I looked at it, that we've got a strip from one side and then a strip from the other side. And I was like, that is so cool. So we got 2 long strips of land. And then I bought one of the strips of land, and we have another one after that. So we have tons of land. They added us so much land, and that is perfect. That's what I love about this update. They added us plenty of content and loads of content, loads of new buildings, but they gave us the land to the land for it, and that's what I like about it. So that's a first good point. I was thinking that's so cool. That's really cool. And then it got us to build the airport and stuff, and I think that was kind of cool. And if you see, guys, you also have Norman Van Houten walking around, and he gives you this kind of like. Now this is the one thing that I'm a bit worried about. So if you look here, here we have Norbert's adventure tasks, and you basically give him pins every day, and of course there's 10 hours, and it basically gives you this little gamble thing. That's the only thing I'm worried about in this event. Is it going to be a bit like that whole Easter fiesta that we had that one year, where people aren't going to be able to actually get the stuff because they physically cannot do it? That's got me a little bit worried, so I'm hoping that there's maybe some sort of thing to skip that, or maybe there's some way around it, or there actually isn't that many. I don't know how much stuff is actually in the Normans thing, because the wiki's not updated yet. And let's just go through the characters. So the first one, of course, is Norman Van Houten. He's there in the Van Houten's thing now, so that's pretty cool. Of course, he's like this Indiana Jones parody, so he's a dead cool thing. I don't know if you can get his plane, but I really want his plane. Then we have Oddballs. Now this made me kind of cool. We have Mr. Sparkle. Mr. Sparkle, and I'm going to presume this is a non-playable or possibly a playable. I don't think it's a costume. It could be a costume. That would be a really neat costume. And then we also have this woman here. I don't know who she is. Obviously, this obese woman with some pizza in her hand. I honestly don't know. I don't remember what episode this is from, so I'm not too sure about that. Then we have this cat. We have the exotic animal and pets, and we have the stabby squid from the fish place in Japan, from that one Japanese episode, obviously, where we have the squid, the mascot that shows you how to kill, gut the fish. And then we also have these monkeys. I'm not really too sure where these monkeys are from, to be honest with you. Maybe from the Japanese one. I'm not too sure, actually. I can't really say. And then if you go into mascots, we have this the Fox robot. So this is a bit weird. Now this is actually Fox, is in like Fox News or 20th Century Fox. Now obviously I know this game is kind of related to it, so I don't know how they got away with that, but I'm presuming they got away with it, but because it's there. There you go. So that's pretty cool. That's a cool damn robot. In terms of mascots, and then we got robots, and we have the seizure robot from the Japanese one, the robot from the cartoon that obviously gives seizure. Now the only problem with these kind of things, they are blink and you miss it characters. So that got me a lot. That's the one thing. Now in foreigners we have, I don't know this guy's name, but he's obviously the tap dancer kind of guy, not Japanese, Spanish guy. We have the Brazilian, or maybe it might be Brazilian. We have the Brazilian kid again. I forgot his name as well. I know I don't have the names. Apologise. We have the Brazilian kid anyway, the one that Lisa, obviously, the Lisa talks to. We have the sumo wrestler from the episode where obviously Homer becomes a sumo. Does that become I think he tries to compete with the guy anyway. Or am I thinking about Family Guy? I think that's Family Guy I'm thinking of, actually. And then we have this woman, obviously, with the pink thing. And we also have, and there's just two more I want to talk about, and these are ones that we got in this update. And also, sorry, we also got Maurice, which is a donkey from this episode. But we basically got the whole episode with the French episode, which I did ages ago, eons ago. I did an idea for this, kind of like a French week, where we would go through these guys. So we have Caesar and Uglio, or I don't know how you say it, but those guys, basically. Now, honestly, they're two French guys, and I gotta say, these two characters alone actually make the update for me seem just really, really cool. Because these two characters, I know they're not really big characters, as they're only in one episode, but they're so memorable to that episode, and they've done them perfectly. They've got voice, got a really, really cool, unique set of tasks, and a really, really cool quest line. I just think they're brilliant, and so these guys alone made me happy. And then, of course, we have the standard crafting, as you can see there. The standard acts as well. But yeah, here's the crafting, so that's pretty cool. We obviously have the standard acts. That's, I'm happy enough with acts, to be honest. I can't complain. I think that's and then let's just look at some of the stuff. So here's the first stuff here. Right there, you can see the Shinto shrine. I've placed two of them. We've got some trees here. The Brazil wood tree. There we got Bastille, which is the French kind of castle. Then we have America Town. I'm not too sure what episode that's from, but obviously it's something foreign anyway. I'm not too sure what country that is. Then we have the Japanese tree. We have the reward center, which obviously comes into our thing. This is where you obviously get the crafting. We have the Chateau Mansion, which is the place where Caesar and Uglio are from, and it has a skin. Actually, it has a skin where you can make it look crappy and you can make it look really nice, which is kind of cool. They just kind of gave us that. They didn't add it in as an extra thing, which is cool. Then we have the Pont. Just you can just see there the Pont du Gard. You can just see it, just about see it there. And also right there you also have the grape stomping vat, which is kind of cool. So extra thing for that French episode. And then if we move along, then we have the Eiffel Tower, which I just think's really, really cool. It's cool we got that landmark. There's the Springfield Airport. I'm glad that they use this as the centerpiece for this, or the center building. We have Venus de Milo. I'm not too sure what that is, but whatever. We have the Le Bicycle. We have a scooter there. We have the wine barrels. We have the information center, tourist information center. So there's a bike with a sidecar. There's a lavender field, and right there you can just see the Paris Hotel, and this, which is called the Bulgarian Pasterie, whatever the heck that is, and a French fountain. And just back there you can see the unlicensed taxis. And we had this. Look at this last picture. Here we have a pagodia, whatever the heck that is. The big, obviously the Japanese thing. Chirises, I'm not too sure what that is. With beach things, with the soccer field from the Brazil episode, and then we have the tree steakhouse, which is the final crafting prize, which I think is really, really cool. And that's not even all the stuff. That's just some of the stuff. Already, this is in Act 1 and the crafting. It's already beaten Winter 2016 for me. Knocked it out of the park. Winter 2016 was crap. There was hardly anything added in that update. This one has already destroyed it in terms of how I like it. Now let's just go through it. Now I mean, let's be honest. There are some flaws to this event. I think the one problem with this event is, let's be honest, the characters aren't amazing. The characters aren't going to be, the most groundbreaking characters. Now, I don't think they're terrible though. I think the two French guys, the creepy French guys, I like them. I think they're really, really cool. They're quite memorable. I remember that episode pretty well, and obviously they added their donkey as well as an unplayable character, which is dead cool. And cool to get it. It works out so well. It does work out that we get the donkey as an unplayable character, and those two guys as playable. They have voice, and they're so funny as well. I think one of their things is just he just says communist. It's just, I don't know, it's just funny. And then there's all these other, the Brazilian kid. I don't remember his name. I probably should remember his name, but he's pretty memorable as well. I remember him from the episode, so he's not like, he's got pretty big-ish character. The others, to be honest with you, I don't really recognise all too well. Like, I've seen them before, but I don't think they're not that big in my opinion. The squid, for example, that is a blink and you miss it thing, really. Mr. Sparkle's really cool though. I'm glad that they're adding Mr. Sparkle. Maybe I don't know if they're adding the Mr. Sparkle factory, but that would be kind of cool as well to get. But yeah, honestly, just really cool. There's just some really epic characters. Now, I think characters, though, maybe, I don't know how it's going to turn out. Again, Norton Van Houten, another one, he's a really cool character to get, although he's not really exactly that, like, he's not in that many episodes. He is still complete. He's still a member of the Van Houten family. Now, I'm not too sure if we're going to get Milhouse's, like, French grandmother. That would be kind of cool. That would be a cool character to add in. I don't know why they didn't throw that in. That would have been kind of cool. But whatever. We don't need every character. But to be honest with you, the problem is with this, not the problem. The good thing about this is they haven't even touched the bottom of the barrel yet. They're not even scraping the bottom of the barrel. There's still all the Safari stuff, all the Bart versus Australia stuff. What makes me kind of love this event so much is they're not even done. They could make a part 2 for this, like they made a part 2 for the superheroes. Although a lot of people think that was crappy, but honestly, I don't think a part 2 for this wouldn't be. I know I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking like next year kind of stuff. But like honestly, this event for me is just absolutely brilliant. It's brought so many buildings, loads of characters, loads of buildings. I mean, it is some of the characters are a bit kind of throwaway characters, which is fair enough. But you gotta take into consideration it's kind of hard to do a travel episode when they've added a lot of the characters. There are a few characters which I think they could have added, of course. Well, I'm not too sure, but I can definitely find some which they probably could have added. But I'm not so bothered. I'm really enjoying this event so far, and I think I'm going to really enjoy this event. The only problem I can see is that whole Norton thing. That's making me a little bit worried about this hot event. Is that Norton thing to me looks like it could be a potential problem. Yeah, but whatever. We'll see. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on this event. I just think it's damn cool, and I'm really glad, and I'm so happy to get it. It's a relief. Also, I don't know. I think I'm just presuming Valentine's Day is not happening. I'm gonna make the assumption that is not happening at all, which is whatever. I'm not so bothered, but. It would have been cool to get something. We might get something. Might get a Gills deal. That could be a potential thing. They just throw it in. They just throw a Gills deal in, which is unrelated. Maybe on Valentine's Day or something like that. I don't know, but I'm presuming they're not doing an event at least, which is whatever. I'm not so bothered. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on this event, and I shall see you next video. Goodbye.